In the East End, a lot of the houses in between have disappeared in post-war years, giving place to high-rise flats. And as the old slum tenements came down, a lot of the community feeling disappeared, but it survives in places like this, the oldest eel and pie shop in London, in Tower Bridge Road. It's busy, it's packed from Monday to Saturday, and that spirit of the East End still survives here. The menu, too, is unchanged, very simple, traditional one: pie, parsley sauce, mashed potatoes, and stewed eels.
24, please. Okay.
This is the thick green liquor that Harry Joyce has been garnishing his famous pies with all his working life. The pies are made of meat, baked in a roaring coal oven, served with mashed potato. Equally popular are the bowls of stewed eels, which are also doused with the sauce, made parsimoniously with dried parsley and flour.
3 times.
You can sit down and enjoy it in a pew or take it home for the family, but not for much longer. The Dickensian shop where Harry was born is due for demolition, an improvement which will no doubt please the town planners, but dismay the local eel and pie patrons.
104, dear, please.
Very seldom see any eel and pie shops in new properties. This is a bad thing for the East End because eel and pies is the cheapest meal in London, really.
In less polluted times, Thames eels were cheap, a valuable part of the daily diet.
I should say eels, well, must be the most nutrimental food there is.
Thanks, Tommy. If jellied eels are the traditional food of the East End, which they are, then the traditional way to eat them is with pepper and vinegar and in the open air. And one of the best places is down here in Aldgate at Tubby Isaac's stall. Tubby, somebody told me once that stewed eels were aphrodisiac. Any truth in that?
Well, I wouldn't know so much about stewed eels, but jellied eels, they've been known to be an aphrodisiac. This was one of the things that they blamed the high population in the East End of London for. And I mention the East End of London in particular because, in my view, the East End of London is London. This was a cheap means of feeding a family, but I'm afraid they've gone from those days to some in the region of about £1 a pound.
The old East End was changing even before the war. Slum tenements were giving way to new housing blocks. And then the Blitz obliterated whole neighbourhoods overnight. And it wasn't only people who died. An eccentric and colourful way of life died with them. The muffin men, the hot potato sellers, the roasted chestnut barrows. A lot of what is left is ripe for demolition. And although small pockets of the past survive in the most unlikely places, nowadays you have to hunt them out. Lovett Lane will soon be gone, and the ancient fish market, Billingsgate, is due for redevelopment. When most of London's fish either came out of the Thames or was brought by boat upriver, then the water's edge was a logical place to have a fish market. But eels come mostly from abroad now, and the whitebait is frozen.